I know this sounds cliche, but you have to be a DB to be a DB. Numbers matter until they don't. And what I mean by that is
Asante Samuel or Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
Straightforward.
Coach, but coach, I got number 6. I'm supposed to be a starter.
Please, allow me to show you something.
All right, y'all, party people. Welcome to the Savage Mountain Podcast. This is Quan Mickel, your host, leader of everything in regards to like being better than you was yesterday. The show is brought to you by Neo Life Physical Therapy and Wellness, Neo Fit, and also Neo Golf. Those are good people over there. Get your short game up. Today, my host, I bring to you a solid individual, one of one, our first Netflix star. Yes, first Netflix star. And I guess like just a top tier talent in regards to like defensive back things, you know? Bring to you Rod Moore.
Appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you, co-host, for having me. Thank Neo Life for having me. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it, per usual, man. Again, appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like and subscribe. Hit that button for us.
Follow.
Yeah, man. So
Subscribe.
I like to say I want to set the table, you know.
Okay.
So it's many ways we can go about this. As people know on the show, I want to set the table. I want people to find out like or know or learn who is Rodriguez Moore.
In a sense of a man or in a sense of a sport?
I want the identity to be the identity. You tell me.
Okay.
You go. You take leader.
Rod Moore. I was born in Biloxi. I'm from Biloxi, but I grew up in Diabloville. I went to Diabloville for all 3 phases of school, middle school, high school. Played sports. That's kind of where I got known in. That's kind of my route that I took to get known in. I played defensive back there. Got a scholarship. Went to East Mississippi. That's where Netflix comes in at. Got known there a little bit. Kind of had a little bit of production, but a little more injury than so. Transferred to Pearl River. Went to Pearl River for a semester. And then I took Pearl River and I walked on through academics to Southern Miss. Graduated from Southern Miss, and then I was up there for a couple years. Moved home to the coast, and now I'm back down here.
Yeah. And now you touched on a lot of things on that one, as far as like the identity that is of an athlete. Well, I know one thing, and you just said it. Being an LSU fan, we know what the number 7 is. We know what that number 7 means. So being here and knowing the big difference is from a cultural standpoint, Diabloville opposed to Biloxi. When you over here, you know, and in the Diabloville area, I'm gonna throw the number in there. So what is 5 to you? What is that number 5 to you from a Diabloville perspective? But being from
Probably the best DB on the field at the time. Probably. I wouldn't say always the leader of the group, but probably somebody you're gonna rely on to come through when it means something.
Yeah.
And it's just not me.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably the first one to make it have more meaning than just a number. But you know, you pass it down generations to generations. You can start with me, then you go Chris Thompson, then you go Jay Thompson, then you go recent draft 3rd round pick Justin Wally. So it's just you take those 4 names, and you look at their stats and resumes at Diabloville. At the time they wore that number, they're probably the best DB on the field by far.
Yeah, we had Chris Thompson on an episode 2-3 episodes ago, and your name was the first name he gave out.
Yeah, I saw that, and I do appreciate that. That's my youngin', and I don't say youngin' as a disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Youngin' as an underclassman that I just, you know, seen somebody who had the same grit as I did, same build as I did, and same determination as I did. So I kind of just took him under my wing naturally, though. Somebody that wanted to be a listener, somebody that wanted to be on the field as early as I was, and somebody who was just willingly ready to, you know what I'm saying, did whatever it takes to get on the field and do what he had to do. very good instinctive player, very, natural born with the feet and the hands coordination. Very good player all around. So I seen that. I do appreciate the shout out. That was very heartwarming to see, somebody talk about you in a light like that outside of yourself.
Yeah, bro. And with that, I had the pleasure of, again, like seeing you come up as a youngin'. Cause and I've told Batchy this off camera, my introduction to you was different. It was you knocking on the door at like 6, 7 in the morning, like, man, hey, what day they at? I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Right, man, go down the street, man. Like, they ain't up yet. But you was like, you was ready to play, and then like years go by, and then I come back, and then I'm in this coaching phase, and I'm like, why doing this and this? That's the same little kid from down the street. But it was like you had a certain way, and you was so like mature and aware. You were mature and aware, and this ain't no shot at no coach, but it was a certain coach that was in the film room with you, and this one it clicked me. I'm like, oh hell yeah, he just way different. This coach was adamant about D'Iberville being able to play with kids from New Orleans, playing football, and he was like, we could take some kids from D'Iberville football and go down to the city metropolitan New Orleans and hang with them and do their thing. And you, at the time, being the athlete that you having the accolades and you had the awareness, and you watching film, and you like, ain't no damn way.
We don't stand a chance. And it's not that we don't stand a chance in talent wise.
Yeah.
It's we don't stand a chance in like drive wise at the time. And it's no disrespect to our program. You know what I'm saying? I love the program I came from, but I'll say it like this. We have so much going for us on the coast that football might not be the forefront of our minds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kids down there, they're practicing on grass/concrete. You know what I'm saying? Their practice field is just concrete that just kind of, evolved. So they got much more want and grit and, determination to get what they got to get. Like we might go bowling on Friday. We might go to the movies if we can go to the beach and stuff like that. Like They don't have nothing. They got books and ball.
Bruh.
You see, when somebody got books and ball and then we got all this, it's just like, and not only like New Orleans, I'll say the difference between North Mississippi and South Mississippi.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can start in our own state, North and South Mississippi. Like, why does the North always make it? You got the Tupelos, the Starkvilles. All they have is books and ball. When you got somebody that like, and people like that's where you get country strong from.
Yeah,
like you have nothing to do but be out in the field or be out helping somebody and do stuff like this. On our off time, we got so much extracurricular activity, and it's not a knock to us because like that's more so of like a props to our community for building it up, but that comes hand in hand with what we're lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't understand. Like you just can't play football when you're told to play.
Yeah,
like these people like do it as a hobby, do it as a living, and that's where the extra work shows when it comes time.
Mm-hmm. And that's funny. He say that we hearing it live now as a grown man. But you said the way your tone and how you was, the way you looked, I was like, you 16, 17 at the time. And that was and I'm like, he know. And I'm like, that's my mindset. That's what I'm looking at. Because we went to state, bro. When we went to state, we had all the talent in the world. What separated us from them was like, they just got another level of want to.
Yeah.
They just not applied down here.
And then you got to think about it. Look at your state team. You can call, and on your state team, you can probably call the 22 guys that started today. Like, your state team was different because y'all had a bond. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even if y'all, like, what y'all doing off the field is together. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, like, people don't hang out outside of that, like, or whatever they're doing. And you realize that, like, I played travel ball. So you realize that when, like, I played on a 7-on-7 team called Mississippi Grind, but half of our team was from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So you got to think, like, I'm looking at how they move, and I'm looking at how they living. I'm looking at what they doing. We not on the field. I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, the things that they interested in as I'm 16 and 17, and it makes you realize, like,
Oh yeah.
I don't even think in this light. I don't even live in this light. Like they got a totally different aspect on this sport, and it makes you more hungry for the sport.
Yes, indeed, man. And again, that's what separated you, your intelligence. And from a coaching standpoint, I always saw, like, I can compare you to, and it's like, don't kill me, but I would say Jokic.
Yeah.
Like, to me, you was a Jokic, and I say it now, and I say it confidently, because if Jokic, and I think he had like a triple-double or something he averaged recently or
This
whatnot.
year? Yeah.
So it's like, he looks and he does certain things where you're like, it's no way he should be doing it. And if LeBron or Steph or anybody else did it,
It makes it look 10 times.
man, they'd be like, yo, that shit crazy. You did certain stuff, and if you came off the bus, they'd be like, well, no, I know he ain't gonna do what he did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you, because you got to think, like, I'm 5'8", 170, 175. I don't run the fastest. I don't jump the highest. You know what I'm saying? But my athleticism not gonna wow you off the chart. So anybody see me, they'll think they got a chance. Anybody see me, they'll be like, oh yeah, we throwing to him tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, but after the first 2 drives, your mind gonna
Yeah, your mind gonna change. You made people pay, and I'm just like, bruh, it's just some shit you can't explain to. So I'm like, would that attest to you knowing the game? Because again, I started the conversation with, like, you sitting there watching film with another coach. You watch film.
I'll say it attests to more so of like a DB.
Yeah.
You have to be a DB. Like, I know this sounds cliche, but you have to be a DB to be a DB. And when I say that, it's just like a DB sees a game in a total different light as a linebacker or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like a natural born DB has instincts. They see stuff, like little things that you see. You just like, you take that and it can take you far, like very far.
Okay.
If he's lining up on top, if he's lining, like, let's just speak on field aspects.
Go ahead, get in your bag.
If he's lining up on top of the numbers, 9 times out of 10 he got to come back inside these numbers. So you could take half the route tree away.
Okay.
If he's lining up in the hashes,
Yeah.
he has a 2-way go, but you know where your safety is. So it's just understanding, like, if you take the field and put it in a mathematical standpoint, just like a quarterback does, you know he can only do so much.
Yeah.
Like a quarterback, when they look at the defense, their first thing is, where are you weak at? You know what I'm saying? They're counting the box. Whereas I got 7 over here, but I got 4 over here. Are we going over here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as a DB, you like, okay, well, I got 2 receivers over here. He's over here on top of the numbers. He's way down here in the hash. I know what coverage I'm in. They might not know. They do know. You know, it's high school. They don't really. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they talk, but I know where I got help at.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do. So then it gets to the point to where it's like, okay, I switched. It got to the point to where my coach started trusting me, where it was just like, you got that best receiver. So then you take it down to a one-on-one game. Like, you start watching what he, like, you can tell what you. It's high school. Like, I keep saying it's high school, but you can tell what the receiver's doing. And 99 high school receivers, they know they're not getting the ball. They're not coming out the huddle like they getting the ball. Like, if they know they got a block, they coming off the line like, dang, I got a block. So, you know what I'm saying? They coming out with their chest up. They not even taking 2 steps. They not, releases matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that. If you actually hone in on that and you see, okay, when he does this, probability game. When he does this, he probably going to do this. When he does this, he probably going to do this. And when you watch film like that, it's just, you don't even have to know personnel. You just know the person. If you guard man to man, and you know what you're going to get half the time.
Yeah. Damn, boy. Did you know any of that? The intricacies of DB work?
I had no idea that's what was going on.
He thought you were talking about hash browns.
I mean, it's just, and a lot of people don't look at it like that, but like, if you like, and I don't, not to say it in a dim light, but if you just dummy the game down, the game can be so easy for you.
Yeah.
Like, if you just simplify the game, it can be so much easier for you. Then, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, oh, what is a tackle doing? Pass run, you know, what is he standing up? Is he light on his hands? It's just the same as if a linebacker's reading a tackle.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I read a receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What is like, is his front foot, is it turned inside or is it straight up, or is he light on his hand? Like a lot of receivers, like during that time, a lot of receivers like to be like Odell Beckham. You want to put your hands on your knees, you want to look cute and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, is his hands on his knees? Is he heavy on his front foot? Is he light? Is he standing up? Is he engaged in the play? Is he actually looking to see like when they saying hut? You know what I'm saying? Is he actually, what is he doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff
that pre-snap.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap reads you can get just off of pre-snap reads can tell you to play as a DB. Yeah. As a DB, you know, pre-snap reads can tell you to play. Like, but it gets to the point to where it's like you just gotta. It goes back to the film room, like you said. Like, you got to love what you're doing to actually take time and put – that's with anything. You got to love what you're doing and take time to put into it to actually see it. Like –
yes, I hate to cut you off because I feel like you're not giving yourself the credit, bro. Because, again, man, it's a lot of folks – and, again, like, I'm on a coaching staff and I'm watching and I'm the youngest one in that room.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it because I know the person.
Yeah.
I know you in front of the neighborhood. And I'm like, they can't explain that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't explain how you know what you know, why you doing what you doing. They just, it's Rod being Rod.
Yeah,
it's
like, it's repetition and it's film. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's repetition. Think of, I've been playing. That's the only position. But I played offense. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think of Diablo. They didn't let you play two positions for the longest. Yeah. So that's another thing. But ever since I played football, my number one position was DB. So you got to think I wasn't thrown into this. Like, I want to play this position. Like, this is all I know. So if you take me from something else, I'm like a newborn kid, but I've been playing this position ever since I could play football. Yeah. So when it gets to a point like that, I probably had more repetitions than most of these people. I probably, you know what I'm saying, studied the game more than these people, and I was infatuated with the position. So, you know what I'm saying, on my free time, like I said, it goes back to what you're doing on your free time or what you're doing when nobody's watching. Like, I found joy in watching highlights. I found joy in kind of perfecting the craft. I found joy in kind of, you know what I'm saying, finding a niche inside the game that I can keep to myself. And
come on
now it gives me a little extra. Yeah. It might give me a play on Friday night that might make the Sun Herald next day. You know what I'm saying? It might give me a big play that helps the team. So I found joy in that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I don't want to play DB, but coach put me out here because I'm athletic.
Yes. And I'm saying, like, that's what separated you there. The 10,000 hour rule is ultimately what we're saying is because repetition, because
yeah, for sure.
You was on a team, bro. Throw some names out there. You had Barry, Leonardi.
Facts.
I mean, you had Jacquez, you had Jacquel, you had Todd Peters. To me, I thought it was a Lamborghini, but they didn't know how to drive.
Facts, yeah. Ty was but a lot, I'll say this. I'll give credit where it's due, but I also say, like, Ty was great, but Ty was one of those who didn't know how great he was.
Yes.
So it was one of those, coach don't know how to use me, but I don't know how to help coach help me use me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and I'll relate it back to basketball like you said. It's like Russell Westbrook. Mm-hmm. I'm faster than everybody. I'm more athletic than everybody, but I don't always have to be faster and more athletic. Like, once I beat you, I need a little finesse right here.
Yeah,
you know
decelerate.
What I'm saying? I need to know how to decelerate at the right time, accelerate at the right time, use my body to get to the rim and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, with Ty, it was just I'm faster than everybody, I'm stronger than everybody, and I'm just more athletic than everybody. So all I know is 0 to 100.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, what if I kind of, you know what I'm saying? What if I add a little finesse to this? What if I add a little, when I get there, what if I stumble my feet a little bit?
Yeah.
What if I break down a little bit?
There you go.
What if I do something to kind of confuse the quarterback? Mm-hmm. Every time I'm on the line, I'm always blitzing. What if coach told me, hey, dropping the flats one time? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that to where it's like, Ty was just a freak athlete that they probably haven't even seen that young.
Yeah.
So it was just like, we don't really know how to. We don't know how to use him, but I know he fast. He get to the quarterback good, going to blitz.
Go get it.
So it's just like
yeah, and I know like coaching is, and this is something that and you speak on it too. I always want to see like, would you ever want to get into coaching, because you can see how coaching could amplify someone, but also it could also hurt someone too. You could connect.
That's where I tear the line, because like, I don't know how to coach out of my passion. And I'll say that, like, I don't know how to I'll say half-ass it. And I don't mean half-ass it in like me not give my effort. I mean like half-ass it as in like I'm coaching, but I got to deal with mama over here who wondering why her son not playing. I got to deal with, I don't like the politician side of coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he a 3-year starter, he's a senior, but I got a freshman on the bench that's a dog. Me, I'm playing that freshman.
Yes.
You know, but it doesn't look right in the community. It don't look right within the fans. It don't look right within the mom, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that.
She the booster club member.
Yeah, you know, I don't have time to deal with the extracurriculum. I wanna teach the game. I wanna coach you up the best, but I'm gonna play the best. So it's just like I love the game too much to cheat it. I'll say that. And it's just like would I coach? I've had opportunities to. Yeah. Yes, but it's just like, I'll say this: if it's the right fit, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a DB coach, if my defensive back, if my defensive coordinator likes to run what I run, if my defensive coordinator puts his trust in me to put the best guys on the field, if my head coach, if it trickles up the ladder and everything is everything, I'll take the opportunity head on. You know what I'm saying? I love the game. I feel confident in my knowledge in the position. I feel confident in my knowledge in the sport. If the opportunity arose and everything aligned, I would definitely take it. I've had opportunities, but like I said, like I can't half-ass it. I can't kind of, I guess you could say, kiss ass. I don't know how to. And it's just like me, I'm too blunt and I'm too nonchalant. Hey, my son been playing here for 2 years. What's wrong with him? He better than him, man. I'm sorry.
Whoop the whoop.
Like, and it's no disrespect, but
yeah,
your son might have been a 2-starter, but hey, he better than him. He come to practice more than he do. He put more effort in when he do. Yeah. So and it's a testimony to like how I was brung up in the game. Like, I'll just tell you a story. When I played at East Mississippi, I feel like East Mississippi was my greatest experience, even though I rarely, you know what I'm saying, played or I rarely injury bug. I feel like that was the best experience of my life. Like, my DB coach was the most upfront, stand-up guy. You want to know where you at on the depth chart? Look. Anytime you walk in his office, he got 1, 2, and 3. And it'll interchange by how practice was that week.
Man, fluid.
I don't have nothing to lie. Your production shows why you want to coach. I was running with the ones last week. Why I'm at 2. Go to Tuesday, look at play 67.
Straightforward.
But coach, I got number 6. I'm supposed to be a starter. Coach, you told me I'm a D1 transfer.
Yeah.
You know, East Mississippi, no, I'm a D1 transfer. What you mean? Film don't lie. I can only put out there what I receive. You know what I'm saying? I can only go off the eye, and the eye in the sky don't lie. So
there's no favoritism.
No, none at all. So it's just like because at the end of the day, he got a family to feed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, hey, just as much as your career to get to D1 or to the pros is on the line, my career to feed my wife and 2 kids on the line.
Yes, indeed.
If you give up $150 every week, they shipping me out of here.
Yeah.
We just got settled in. I ain't got time for that.
ACG. What is that? Another career guy.
Like, so when you look at it that aspect, that's how I look at it, man. Like, as much as this means to you, it means to me too. I can only play the best.
Yeah. Okay. Having a level of sense of urgency, I guess, and what I boil that down to. One thing that you, and again, I want to like put all this in like to a certain perspective of like, you did things that I wish I could have done, or I could have capitalized on. So like being, and again, you know I got brothers.
Yeah.
You and Rashad, that relationship, y'all. It always seemed like, and again, brothers fight. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Every day. Man, if anybody know, I know. But I saw like how the chaos that it was off the field at times, the beauty that it was when I was on the field.
Yeah,
at times. So how was that?
I had a joy of my my brother. Shout out to my brother. 'Cause he's like the yin to my yang, bro. Like I'm 5'7", he's 6'3".
Man,
I play receiver, he play DB.
Yes.
So it's like everything I do, everything that I did, he would be my competitor in it. So you know what I'm saying? I play point guard, he play power forward. So it's just like anything that he could do, I could like. You know, a brother always say, you not better than me, or you can't do this like I can, or you can't do that like I can. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, what are y'all going to do? Argue about it all day? We had the luxury of being like, you can't guard me.
Watch this.
Well, come on. Like, you know where we stay. The field right there. We walk into the field. We don't even need a QB. If I beat you off the line, you cooked. I win this rep. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying, having a brother that could actually be hard on you, give you more reps, but also give you a recognition, and you know what I'm saying, like, hey, this my little brother, like, you know what I'm saying, he like this because of me almost, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like a situation like that. Like, man, I get in a fight with my brother every day, but it's just like we can prove it. But at the end of the day, even like you my big brother, you supposed to beat me, but when it come time on Friday night, ain't nobody gonna beat me because of you.
Yes.
So it's one of those situations where, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't have a problem guarding a tall receiver.
No.
Like I said, my brother's 6'3", I'm 5'8". You know what I'm saying? I know how to play the ball. I know how to time up a jump. I like repetition. It goes back to repetition. Like, I didn't have a problem playing a fast DB. I mean, a fast receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting reps from fast receivers. So it's just like my brother was, like I said, everything that I did, he was a competitor on the opposite end, so I could always rep it out with him. So it was just the fact that, and then you know what, we play football every day.
Sunday, man.
We play football Sunday at 6 o'clock every day, 7 on 7. So you feel me? So it's just like, Sunday. I'm getting these live reps when nobody's looking, and I'm getting them from older people. That's a big factor. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting them from the star players on D'Iberville, the star players from Biloxi, the star players from anybody around the coast, and they're 2-3 grades older than me.
Sundays.
I might get cooked on Sunday, but on Friday when it matters,
ain't them. You was always playing up.
Yeah, I was always like that, and that's, you know what I'm saying, the luxury of having an older brother or older, you know what I'm saying. I was always playing up. I was always, if I wasn't with, you know what I'm saying, my two brothers, Batchy and Jeffrey, I was always with y'all. So it's just like I'm always where I need to be. So when it comes down to it, it's just the proof was in the pudding. The product was there.
Yes, indeed. So with that being said, you having a brother, but also one thing that I also noticed from the coaching perspective is that your foundation, your support system was always there, and even now to this day.
My mama ain't missing.
Who's your
the game.
biggest fan?
My mama. My mama ain't missing the game. Like,
no,
she ain't missing the game. But like, but my mama got 3 boys and they all played. So like, it's different when. And that's a testimony to like my mama. That's a testimony to like the community. Like I'll praise D'Iberville. Friday nights, the city shuts down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like my mama never had to worry about missing my game because work gonna tell her your son playing tonight. We need him. You his biggest supporter. See ya.
Yeah, got it.
You feel me? Like. My mama ain't missing it. My mama didn't miss a game for none 3 of her boys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Unless it was far away and, you know what I'm saying, she just couldn't make it because of timing. But on the, you know what I'm saying, my mama a sports junkie too. Like my mama can tell you the game too, and shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when you feel the love and you feel supported and you feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, but my mama was hard on me. But like I said, that's any mama that wants to see her son succeed, you know what I'm saying, in the situation we in, you know what I'm saying? My mama was hard on me, but my mama never not showed love in the aspect of, you know what I'm saying, I'm on you when you wrong, but I'm gonna show you my love when you right. So it's just the aspect, like, even today, like, you know what I'm saying, my mama probably outside of me, my mama probably my biggest, you know what I'm saying, critic. But it's, you know what I'm saying, I can take it because I know when I'm doing right, she not gonna, she's never the type to let up and be like, hey, she, like, even before today, like today. Yeah. I send my mama a message and she'll be like, I send her just I love you message, I appreciate you. Yeah. what you got going on?
Yeah. What you doing?
You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, why you sending me this? And then she'll be like, you trying to make me cry. But like I always send her just appreciation because you know what I'm saying, that's my backbone. I appreciate her.
Yeah,
like
man.
I can't. There's no me without her. I appreciate her.
I love that because like it was the opposite because that same kind of like love and you just know like, man, regardless of what's going on, mama got me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But my mom showed me through work, but even whenever your mom, because she was there at the game,
Yeah.
I would look up and I'm like, shit, mom at the crib. But I know if she could
be there,
she would
she'd be front line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Almost on the sideline type stuff.
Man.
So even though she's not there, it give you extra motivation because
Extra
know
motivation.
she making sacrifices for the fam.
Yes,
So,
yes,
I
that
get
level of
that.
sacrifice that you
Yeah.
have. And even then, like regardless, and it's not just from the identity of the athlete, it's the identity of the person, the man
Yeah.
that the woman has raised, you know? So you having that, you know what I'm saying? What's your take on the mindset that the woman cannot raise a man?
That's false.
Talk to me.
I'm a living testimony.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, indeed. Yes.
How can I put it? You know what I'm saying? My mama still to this day, and she doesn't have to, but she work. My mama just has a different work ethic about her. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama doesn't really like uncertainty. She doesn't like uncomfortable stability. Like she's never had it, but she's so afraid of it. She gonna do everything she can to protect it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So even right now, my mama, she doesn't need to, but she works 2 jobs just because she don't know nothing else. But like all my mama kids are grown and got jobs and flourishing. But
Yeah.
she still works 2 jobs because I'm bored. Like my
Yeah.
mama doesn't know how to sit still.
Yes.
Like,
Same thing with my mom.
man, like she don't know how to sit still. She don't know what, like, if you give her an off day, it's almost like, I got nothing to do.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to occupy my time? And you know, now she can, because you know she can go with my sisters and have little dinner days, so she can come to the crib with me and we just kick it. But my mama don't know nothing but size work. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like I said, when you see something like that, as a man, it only makes you want to be better, or you know what I'm saying, take the load off, for instance. And for the longest, you know what I'm saying, I didn't see that. And if we just keeping it, you know what I'm saying, Savage Mountain official, like
Come on,
for
bro.
the longest I was immature. For the
Yeah.
longest I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, I didn't care about nobody but, hey, Rod Moore.
Yeah.
Like I'm a take away from here. I'm gonna take away from here. I'm gonna take away from here. I'm gonna take away from here. Anything I can do to uplift Rod, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, not realizing like what a cause I might have on this person or this person, but you know what I'm saying, anything for me at the end of the day, y'all will figure it out. Now I'm in a new, you know what I'm saying, a new sense of adulthood to where it's like
Yeah.
I'm understanding, you know, the sacrifice people made for me, you know what I'm saying, what people done for me, you know, everything that comes with, you know what I'm saying, looking out for somebody. So now
Yeah.
I understand, you know, seeing what my mama did for me, it only makes me, you know what I'm saying, want to take the load off her, but also, you know what I'm saying, take the load off, you know what I'm saying, anything that I got going in the next phase of my life. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you want to be a better man.
There we go, man.
I was just talking about that, wasn't I, Quad?
Yes.
About how mature you've grown.
Oh yeah, like you guys, my brother behind the camera. You guys, I wasn't a disrespectful child.
Yeah.
Like when it came to school, I wasn't the disrespectful child. I was never gonna, you know what I'm saying. Like I always showed my manner to my elders,
Yeah.
but I was always the playful one.
You were the class clown.
I was
for sure.
like
class clown.
I'm coming to school to get a joke in,
Bro,
I'm
that's me.
gonna get my grades.
Yeah.
But I'm coming to school to get my jokes off.
Oh, for sure.
like, and I was loud, obnoxious. So you know what I'm saying. Like, I can look at me and you know what I'm saying, accept who I was and accept you know what I'm saying, the things that I've done in my life, and look at it and be like, okay, I've grown from that.
Yeah.
Like everybody has a past. Mine might be a little different, but I can accept it because I've grown from that. Like I keep saying, my brother behind the camera can tell you, I was probably at his house and Jeffrey's house more than everybody's. Like. They live in testimonies. They can tell you Rod was a character. Like,
And with that, and that's talking to Bad Batch or whatnot. From an identity, man, the identity of the athlete is always given to you.
yeah,
You know? And then as soon as you done playing that, snatch it away. So having friends like Batchy, Jeff, that really they did athletic things, but that wasn't their main focus, their identity. How did that allow you to like evolve or like expand as far as like the person?
It made me much more grateful of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you stand me and Batchy next to each other, we don't have nothing in common.
Nope.
Not by the looks, not by nothing, but like
Nathan.
You know what I'm saying? But like I know if I call him at any time, he's gonna keep it real with me and he's gonna be honest with me, and like I know he's got my back, and then I know whatever knowledge he's giving me is not coming from he's not looking at me as Rod the athlete or Rod that was good at this point in life or Rod the popular guy. Like he's looking at me like Rod from the neighborhood that I grew up with since second grade type stuff. And it's the same with Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeffrey will be hard on me, but I know like, you know what I'm saying? Jeffrey helped me through these two helped me through the biggest phase of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm getting knowledge from them, I'm knowing it's genuine knowledge, and like it's not coming from the sense of, you know what I'm saying? They're not yes men to me. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own identity, they got their own maturity, you know what I'm saying? They built themselves up in a different limelight, you know what I'm saying? They got accolades just like I got accolades. Yeah. But their accolades are, you know what I'm saying? Their accolades might be all A student. I might have been in the newspaper for football, but they might have been top of the class, you know, graduating with honors and stuff like that. So they can compare accolades just to me. So I'm not somebody that intimidates them. I'm not somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I can just get a yes man answer from them. You know what I'm saying? Like they hard on me just like anybody else. So I respect that because they don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's just like when I get knowledge from them, it's just like, this is how I feel, this is what I genuinely feel, and this is what I want out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like they hold me to a different standard than a lot of people because they know me, they've seen me growing up, and they've seen the natural me, so they hold me to a different standard. And I appreciate that because when you grow up, that's what you realize, like those are your real friends. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, the people you hang out with every day probably ain't gonna be there in the long run. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be the ones that you know that grew up with you, or you know that you might have not talked to. Like I think it was probably like a year or two that I didn't even talk to Batch and Jeffrey just because they were on their journey in college and I was on my journey in college. But it was like when something happened and I needed them, I pulled right up and they were both right there. And they held my hand through the whole way, and I can never thank them enough for that. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
That's what love is.
Yeah.
And it was probably longer than 2 years since we
think about it. Like it was probably like our whole journey through college. Yeah. Because you know, Batchy was at State, Jeffrey was at Ole Miss. Now I'll shoot a text or, you know what I'm saying, happy birthday every year, but as far as linking up, doing something as brothers, like we did every day. Like I told you, I was probably at Jeffrey and Sebastian. I was more than my house. So it was probably like a good 4 years while everybody was at college that we never got to see each other in a room with all three of us. Yeah. And just doing like brother stuff like we normally did. Like the other day I came up here, Badgie said, how long has it been since all three of us been in a room? Yes. And you know what I'm saying? Like we keep in touch or we talk, but it's just like adults got adult things. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those relationships to where we don't have to talk every day. We don't have to see each other every day, but one call, that's all type deal.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's what I love most about our relationship and our friendship is like we can not talk to each other for 5-10 years, but when we come back, it's like we didn't miss a beat. Yeah. And it's just the same old love, same old brotherly love that we stay having.
And that's the difference from like and me and Robbie always speak on this. We talk about like the difference from branches and roots. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have those root foundational, like regardless of what happened through the season and the damn leaves fall off and limbs and everything else. But the root, man, that is still there. The foundation is there. And that foundation of that friendship is special whenever it's like aesthetically, fuck no. I'm not I ain't putting y'all two together. I ain't even know he lived in the same neighborhood. Like we're saying, like,
and that's what I'm saying. Bruh. Like nobody, like, if I give you my core friends, and I mention, you know what I'm saying, even Jeffrey, like people don't understand. Like Jeffrey took a different route just because he wanted to. Yeah. If you want to talk about athletic, like, now he's somebody you might see off the bus and be like, we gotta watch out for him. Yeah. He might run a 4.3.
Yeah,
he
one
might.
of them.
Like, he just Jeffrey's naturally gifted. Like, there's not a lot of stuff that you can put in front of him that he can't do when it comes to like I'm a competitor, but he's a humble competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might not beat him in a race. You probably not gonna beat him in basketball. You probably not gonna beat him in pickleball. You probably not gonna beat him in a lot of things. But he's not gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He could he's gifted in a lot of phases that you would never know. You play the guitar. He can play the piano. He can do a lot of things that you would never be able to see. And it's just like, when you see somebody like that and you're around him every day, you kind of live in a humble light. Like,
yeah.
Y'all might think I'm the most athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might think I'm the most, you know what I'm saying? But he stopped playing just to, you know what I'm saying, focus on his career that he's doing now. Like, he stopped to be who he is today. But if we want to talk about
pound for pound, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, he's so humble, bro. He'll be like, smooth judge. Man, you know, like, I was really fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm like, man, what? Ninth grade.
Listen, man, I'll tell you, Jeffrey could have probably, and not even probably, Jeffrey could have went to college for football, and he went to Ole Miss for school, but he could have probably walked on the Ole Miss track team. Yeah. And he actually called me and was like, brother, I've been in the gym heavy. I'm thinking about running track at Ole Miss. And you know me, I'm a sports,
go get it.
Give me something to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you could do.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, but school, I'm trying to focus, I'm finished. These are all A students, so it's just like, I don't want to take time out, but like, Jeffrey could have done a lot of things in a lot of sports. And I
didn't know he was contemplating that.
He was, man. I don't know. You know, Jeffrey's spontaneous. I don't know if he was actually training to do it.
Yeah.
But he's the type to where, like, you see him running, you can be like, okay, you know an athlete when you see an athlete, like a track coach. Even if you don't run the fastest, I see what I got in you.
Like, oh, yeah.
I can train him up in 6 months and he can be good.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was.
That
so
coach
it's just
team.
like, yeah, so it's just, I wanted him to do it. But that's just me wanting him to see. I wanted to actually see him take a sport serious, but he loves sports. He probably knows more about the analytics of sports and I'll say this. I'm more of a player.
Yeah.
Like, I know more player. Jeffrey knows more. Like, when we both like the same football teams. Like, college and NFL.
That's why. That's where I'm like. Damn,
but listen,
bro. I love Rod. But
so listen, so I'll talk to him about, like, the draft came up. Hey, how do you feel about this, this, and this? Or, like, let's say somebody's a free agent. I'm like, man, we really need to get this player.
Yeah.
Here, Jeffrey's opinion is, but we ain't got enough cap space, bro. We got this, and this signed for 3 years. We only got this much cap space. Don't even waste your time. We ain't getting them, and we don't get them. Or he can put scenarios in phases of a general manager. I just look at. I'm just a fan. I'm just looking at, man, this player will look good on my team. Jeffrey's like, nah, we can't do that. We got so and so signed for 4 years.
God, damn Falcons, bro. Them Falcons, man.
Man,
God
y'all ain't looking
bless.
too, man. I'll say that now your Tigers might have a good year this year. Y'all got y'all got some new additions. I like the DBs.
Yes.
I like the DBs y'all got. But them Saints ain't doing nothing.
Man, we're gonna go on to the next question, man. We're gonna go on to the next question, bro.
Buddy.
Ain't gonna get you on here. You gonna poop on my Saints now.
Saints ain't gonna do nothing, buddy.
Man, but speaking on Jeff, bro, when he cause I ain't know he, like, my intro to Jeff, I ain't know he knew sports like that.
Man,
I was
like the back of his hand.
Yeah, when you talking like that, he's so smooth with it, bro. I thought, like, we're gonna call a spade, a buck, bro. I'm like, well, my first introduction to Jeff, they was like, oh man, that's Batchy's homie. I'm like, all right, cool. Jeff come in, hey man, how y'all doing? You know, small, like, bro, like, damn Bruno Mars. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna light a candle, light a blunt, and have beads.
That's Jeff
in his damn thing, bro. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker too smooth.
That's how he is, bro.
He's smooth. Then we go downstairs, and like years go by, and then I'm knowing Jeff, and he's like, hey man, what you feel about them Falcons? What? Oh, I'm a big Georgia Bulldog fan. I said, you? He go, Oh yeah, man. Then he just get the brrr. I'm saying, Jeff, bro, you just keep evolving.
Bro, like y'all don't understand, man. The man knows sports like the back of his hand. Like,
yeah, man.
Easily too.
But he a good person. And I love how, like, regardless of your evolution, or like, let's say like you went off on the beaten path a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Your foundation and your roots are with good people. Like Jeff regardless. Batchy, those are some good ass human beings, bro. They really is in the more that I've gotten to learn Batchy from coming into this new facility. Because again, like me and Batchy work together, but McRib, I rarely saw you.
We never saw each other.
Rarely saw him, bro. So it's like I'm way on the other side of the moon in Gulfport. Batchy come in, do what he got to do. All right, y'all. Boom. But it was always like genuine, like, hey man, Batchy you a good dude. But I ain't never really kick it with him. Like, today we shot the shit, bro. Just laughing, bro. Batchy just, like, showing different more sides of his personality. I'm like, bro, this dude funny, bro.
It's both of them. And, like, that's just a testimony. That's just two of them. I'm not going to lie. Like, just to shed light on my, you know what I'm saying? I got a good core. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, with a lot that has happened in the last, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 years, where it's moving back home, where there's, you know what I'm saying, finding my identity, you know what I'm saying, finding what my niche or my hobbies and stuff like that. I feel like I got a good core outside of, you know what I'm saying, family, like a good couple people that I can name as like brothers, you know what I'm saying, that no matter what, they don't look at me as, you know what I'm saying, somebody superior, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that got something more than them, or somebody that's accomplished more than them, you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, I can lean on if I need to, that can give me advice or help, or, you know what I'm saying, a hand if I need it, you know what I'm saying. So I really pride myself on the people I hang around, because at the end of the day, I believe in the saying, you are who you hang around to a certain extent. And when I say a certain extent is, you are who you hang around in a sense of you're going to pick up their hobbies, but they don't make you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you hang around 6 billionaires, you might be the 7 billionaire, but you're not going to be the 7 billionaire because of, they're billionaires. You're going to pick up on what they do, and it's going to interest you, and then it's up to you to kind of take upon that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know what I'm saying, if I seen 6 billionaires and I seen all y'all doing the same thing, and it's working for all 6 of y'all, I'm going to try it, and I just might be, that's how I get to the 7 billionaire. Not because I'm hanging around with y'all, but I see the hobbies you pick up. And that's the good side about it is the same bad side about it. Just because I hang around somebody who might be an alcoholic, it might not make me an alcoholic, but you know what I'm saying, it might prone me to drinking more than I usually do.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, that's not a bad thing. It could, like, as long as you got self-control and you know what I'm saying, you got to understand who you are, you can control it, then you can control it. But you know what I'm saying, there's a good side and a bad side to it. So I do believe you are who you hang around to a certain extent, though.
Yeah, dude. So now we're going, that was well said, bro. That was well said, man. That was well said. I love that. So we're going to jump back to a little bit of the football. And this is like a topic that's come up. With you being a DB, you know this. I don't have no say in this. Bad Batch have no say in this. Asante Samuel or Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders.
Why?
Oh, okay.
Like, just like...
It's a two-tone question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just talking about cornerback?
Yeah, just cornerback.
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders? Okay. Not the two, like, being a different style of play, or just straight up DB?
I would say it like this. Numbers matter until they don't. And what I mean by that is, you can look at games played.
Yeah.
You can look at interceptions. You can look at tackles. You can look at pass breakups. You can look at all of the numbers.
Yeah.
But one person might, it's like this. If we got a 12-game season and I got, by the 6th game, I got 6 interceptions, and the rest of the season I go flat.
Yeah.
But what if I went flat because they realized we can't even look at his side of the field?
So numbers do lie.
We can't even look that way.
Okay.
So we're not even going to try that. Like, there's some people you game plan for, and there's some people he's just out there. Yeah. And that's Asante Sam, I love him, you know what I'm saying? Small DB who made it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Had a great career. But when we're talking legends of the group, like there's some people, coach, hey, listen, if you throw it over here, you might lose us the game. Yeah. So we're not even going to try that. You know what I'm saying? There's some people like Jalen Ramsey early in his career. Hey, we're not even, okay. If Jalen's on the right side of the field, the play's probably going to be ran to the left. Our route combinations are probably going to go to the left. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? If, you know what I'm saying, any DB, hey, if you got Darrell Reeves, okay. If I'm talking to you, if you're my receiver and you might be the star receiver on my team, hey, listen. And I come to you on game, and you know what I'm saying, let's say we play on Sunday, I come to you Wednesday, we prepping for the Jets this week. Hey, you got Darrell Reeves on you. Your numbers probably not gonna be what they are. We might use you as a decoy. I just want you to keep your head in the game. I just want you to stay where you at. But hey, listen, we probably gonna look to other options this week. Yeah. So when you're talking a numbers game to people who I'm not even getting the looks. They don't even look at, when the ball, and they say down said Hut, if I'm to the right, his eyes automatically go to the left. So, you know, like.
With that being said, what is the one stat or analytic that you think could accurately depict who's the best or who's better?
I don't think there's a stat. I think film don't lie. I think you'll probably now. I'm not talking highlight film. Yeah. I'm not talking. Hey, you put your best reps up against my best reps, and let's see what we do. Okay. I'm talking about you cut on your game tape. I cut on my game tape. Yeah. In 4 quarters, I had 2 passes thrown in my direction. In 4 quarters, you had 6 passes, or you probably had 10 targets, but you had an interception. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even looking to try me. That's a sign, that's a sign of respect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not even looking to attempt nothing this way.
Whole side of the field.
Yeah, like, I'm taking away everything from the right boundary on. It's out. Don't even look that way. So it's like you can't compare. And then if that's just DB, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I asked you, are we talking DB or are we talking player?
No, we're talking DB.
Because you affect the you might be a DB, but I affect the game in a totally different way than you.
Yeah, Dion was a kick returner.
You know what I'm saying? Not only can I not throw your way, hey, we're not punting to him either. Yeah. We're not kicking the ball to him. Yeah. They can take it at the 35 rather than kick it to him. Man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you talking about like there's GOAT, there's Fish, and there's, you know what I'm saying, there's Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot, you can have a lot of GOAT debates. You can have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, tier 2s. You can have a lot of tier 3s, but we're talking Deion Sanders.
Sanders.
You know what I'm saying?
Who did play baseball.
Think about it, like then I'm a cultural aspect. Like you can't even ask, like only your core is gonna back you up. You can't even ask the streets. Yeah. If we do a poll, I'm gonna blow you out. I'm a cultural aspect at that. You know what I'm saying? Fashion icon. That's what I'm saying. Are we just talking about DB or we talking about?
Nah, yeah. Only DB, and you well said on that one.
Yeah, you can't.
So I did this one. Chris. Do this one with you. I gotta find out because he loves some numbers on the board, man. He loves some numbers on the board. He loves some names out there.
What we talking?
So if I got my front 7. I mean, I got my front. Yeah. My front 7.
Nah, you getting front 6, buddy.
Yeah,
you getting 6. I already know it. You getting 6.
Yeah. So all right. So we
lead a 5 to me.
Yeah. So we using a 40. All right. So we going with a 4-2-5.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to a 4-2-5. Okay. Now, give me my 5 D'Iberville best. Because when he had it. I had a couple of comments, and they was like,
we going back,
he don't know the history.
Yeah, he don't know the history. How far are we going back?
You give me what you know. You being a student of the game and someone that loves, because I played for D'Iberville. I don't love D'Iberville football. Okay. I played, but I do know the history.
I'll say this. I love what came from D'Iberville football, but there's a lot of things that I would have did different. Like,
yes,
I don't love how D'Iberville football was used. I don't love how players was used.
Yes.
But I'll say that I love the community. I love, you know what I'm saying, we was always competitive just off, you know what I'm saying. I love the people that come from the sport, and I love the community. But there's a lot of things I would have done different. Starting simplest terms, I would have let people play both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had too many athletes to where it's just like, put a lot of athletes on offense, we got a whole different ball game. So there's a lot, I'll just leave it as simplest terms. But now.
You did that well.
So
I would have cursed. Man, I would have cursed.
Yeah, I would have let a lot of people play two ways.
Good on you.
I'm going.
And call out the side.
Okay, I'll go. I don't know how I want to go.
Hey, you better.
Okay, do this.
You better.
Okay, let's say this.
4-2-5.
Can I use Kevin Norwood as a safety?
Yeah.
I'll go Kevin Norwood as free.
Free?
I'll go Kevin and Jaquil.
Okay, so you got two safeties.
Two safeties.
All right, cool.
You can rotate
them
however they want.
That's nice.
I'll go Kevin Norwood, Jaquil Green.
Why Jaquil Green?
Natural. It's just natural born in him. Like,
yeah. Okay.
He's one of those track ball, like a receiver, natural instinct. You got to think like didn't really have to try a lot.
No, did not.
Like
annoyingly
walks on the field 6'2", can run with the best of them. 205, 210 build. 40-inch vert, like natural freak.
Man,
it's just like, you know what I'm saying. So if
give me your flowers.
If you just look at my two safeties, I'm good.
Yeah,
like I'm just
that's
good.
That's a lot of.
I got a lot of ground covered.
Man, let me get a quick little Jaquil story.
And I got a lot of interceptions.
You got a lot of interceptions, bro. The first time I seen this kid, man, it was a Sunday. We riling up, we getting people with low numbers this week, and I'm like, damn, dude, we need somebody. Jaquil just walking around. He had a tank top on. I never forget, bro. And they know him, but I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and they were like, see if you want to play. Before they can even utter it out, Jaquil go, I can play. Let me get some run in. I was like, man, all right. So I was like, come on. And so I kicked the gate open, at the field, kicked the gate open. He clears the son bitch. He just jumps and go, let me see the ball. So I toss him the ball. I'm like, he just jumped his field. I toss him the ball. We're at the middle of the field.
He probably hum it.
Boom. Throw it off. Can I play Q? Hell yeah, you can play Q. Yeah, you can play Q.
Like,
and then it just goes from there after, I'm hearing these
natural born, like.
Bruh, I'm in Hattiesburg. Grown man, bruh. I'm hearing Paul Bunyan stories about this man. It's like, this man just beat Gulfport by himself.
3 touchdowns in 3 minutes.
I said, who? They said, Jaquil Green. I said, what number you wear? Man, they said 37.
37.
I said, bro.
And the only reason he wore only reason he wore 37, because you know how D'Iberville is. You don't come to them summer workouts, you ain't getting your name on the back of the jersey, and you're not getting the number you want.
Bruh.
So hey, listen, I really don't need these summer workouts. So you know what I'm saying? I really don't even care.
Yeah.
But y'all want to give me 37, cool, whatever.
Man, bro.
7 interceptions.
7, bro.
Play offense, 10 touchdowns at running back.
Yeah.
Like beat Gulfport by itself. You got to think, like, touchdown on offense.
Yes.
We kick it off. Pick 6 on defense.
Do it again.
We get a stop. Mind you, a stop made calls by me and him. Do it again. Touchdown on offense. Win the game. 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes. Kick return, pick 6 in an offensive 2-minute drive.
3 different ways. Man, finish your list, man. Finish your list.
So I'm gonna go Jaquil, and I'm gonna go Kevin at safety. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go all the way back. Give me Give me Mr. Weathersby, Josh's dad.
Not Josh. I've heard.
At corner.
I've heard.
Give me at corner.
Okay.
And then give me Justin Wally at nickel.
Okay. No exciting whites.
Give me. People don't even know this. Mr. Weatherby still leads the state in most interceptions in a year.
And this high school ball where they can't even throw it.
High school. You got to think he played in the era where
3 yards in the cloud of
we
dust.
running veer.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, that's tough.
That
is tough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the only reason why I put Justin Wiley as my nickel is because he's probably the most versatile.
Yeah.
Or we can interchange it. You can put him at the cornerback or me at the nickel. It don't matter which one, but he's probably the only DB that I've seen where it was the coach trusted you to guard the best slot receiver and outside receiver outside of me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of coaches will say, like, hey, you can guard the best receiver if he's out on your side, if he plays outside. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of DBs that I've seen to come through Diablo with coach and say, hey, even if he goes in the slot, you got him.
Travel.
Yeah, like.
Okay, so you're the only one that, because even Norwood didn't travel.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like
travel.
that. But I give props to Coach Hockaday on that. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the few that kind of let me spread my wings in the sense of like trusting me, like, Coach, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was just like, okay.
And he did.
I've seen enough. Okay, like you're gonna like, Coach, I want to help you as much. I want to win this game as much as you want to win this game. And one way we can do it is give me the best receiver and you worry about everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So props to him on trusting me on that. And like I said, Justin Wild is probably the only DB that I've seen that can just, I don't care if your receiver's in the backfield. I don't care if your receiver goes in motion and stops in the backfield. I can cover him from running back position. I can cover him from the slot. I can cover him from outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So interchange me or Justin, however you want to put it.
You got two NFL prospects on there. Well, you got two NFL players on there.
My secondary is legit.
Yeah, that's a win. So, one last thing, coaching. You said if the alignment is there, you'll jump that opportunity
For sure.
What coach was the most impactful? And you may answer it, but I want you to go a little further in detail.
The coach that was most impactful to me in a sense of, we talking baller life.
Both.
Impactful and ball, I would probably say my East Mississippi coach, Coach Collins. He really, like, he came from a place of, I really don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I it's not that I don't care, it's that I really don't care, but I care enough about you that I demand greatness. Like, East Mississippi as a program was the hardest program I ever had to go through. Like, I've called my mom countless times, like, crying, I don't think this for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we practice in East Mississippi, you practice 3 times in a day.
Oh.
And it's not practice 3 times in a day, but you're going to have football 3 times in a day. So I'll just give you an East Mississippi schedule in the summer. You're going to wake up, you're going to go to breakfast.
What time?
Probably 7 or 8 because you got summer classes.
Okay.
So 6 to 7, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got to be at the cafeteria about 7:45, class starts at 8. From 8 to, you know what I'm saying, 8 to 12, because this is for anybody. 8 to 12, you got classes. Offensive skill, big skill gonna go first. Mm-hmm. That's any type of big lineman, anybody, they gonna go first. They gonna work out at 12 o'clock. Now, East Mississippi had they worked out like they played fast tempo. Like, the weights don't move. If you move, you're in trouble. If you stop moving, you're in trouble.
Oh,
whether
man.
it's from going to the rack to the floor, or the rack to the dumbbells, or the dumbbells to, you know what I'm saying, the turf. If you stop moving, you're in trouble. So you're going to do that. And then right after that hour workout, you grab your cleats and you got to make it to the field in about 5 minutes. You got to run a quarter mile cleats on from the practice field facility. Practice field facility to the turf, the stadium, which was a quarter mile. So can't drive, you know what I'm saying? Can't hop on the, you know what I'm saying, go-kart with the trainer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta make it up there, cleats on. That's an exercise in itself. You do leg day, you gotta make, and it's a hill. So you gotta make it up the hill.
Country shit, man.
Then you gotta, whatever conditioning y'all got that day. So, you know what I'm saying? It might be sleds, it might be half gases, it might be full gases, it might be 110s, it might be, you know what I'm saying, fun in the sun, you know what I'm saying, where it's just they're making condition fun and competitive. Yeah. After that, some people might have another class, you know what I'm saying, a little 3 to 5, 3 to 6, depending on your grades or what you're going to school for. After that, at 6, you know what I'm saying, you got 7-on-7 from 7 to 8. From 7 to 8, you got 7-on-7 on the turf at nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we finish early, everybody go upstairs in the film room real quick. Give me 30 minutes in the film room. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So that was the hardest program I ever went through, including Southern Miss. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was the type of, when I got there, I was 202.
Yeah.
He told me, hey, you got 2 weeks to get to 190, 185. You're playing weight, or you can pack it up. Like, I don't drink sodas. I haven't drunk a soda in probably 9-10 years. Yeah. And he was the reason why. He was like, if I see you in the cafeteria with a soda, you will be at every morning workout 5 a.m. Like,
yeah.
And once you cut that out, it's so easy to not go back because, you know what I'm saying, you don't taste it. So, yeah. You know, and like I told you earlier, he was a type to where I don't have favorites. I don't care where you came from. I don't care what you did. This is the depth chart, and it goes by y'all. Yeah. It goes by your production. So in the sense of just football, it was him. In the sense of life, probably was Coach Lott, Ryan Lott, or Ian August, my 7-on-7 coach. My 7-on-7 coach really put me in rooms that, you know what I'm saying, my school could have never put me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, the athletes that I was around, you know what I'm saying, the facilities that I went to, the trips that we got to take, you know what I'm saying, he's really like a brother now. But Ian August or Ryan Lott, Coach Lott kept me out of a lot of trouble in school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those deals to where, like I told you, I wasn't a disrespectful child, but I was a class clown. So it was like, I need him on Friday. If you can't deal with him, send him to me. Send him to my class. Send him with his work. There was days I used to walk in class and I couldn't even get in the classroom. A teacher might just she ain't even seen me today. Yeah, she ain't seen me at all. But as soon as I hit the door, hey, your work is in Coach Lott class.
No more ride.
You can, nothing against you, but I've had the 2 classes before you gave me enough, and I know what you come with. Respectfully, just go to your coach class so you can play on Friday.
Bro, the stories I could tell. Coach Dukeum's class, one specific always sticks out, bro.
Give me one, man.
Nah, all right, I'll give you
one.
I'll give you one that I'll give you one that everybody
laughs. Bet you sitting there, man, got bullets in the chain. Man.
Bro, I'll give you one that everybody laughs about to this day. I think he knows, but like, I'll just go ahead and tell you. So like Coach Dukeum, like, bro, I don't know how he got, this was like an accelerated class. Like, mind you, I was smart, but like I told you, I play a lot. So I'm gonna be in a smart class with the smart people, but I'm just gonna make the class work, so I'm a class clown. So
we're in history AP, right?
Yeah, we're in AP World History. Oh, okay. So he has like his desk to the back of everybody.
Coach Dukeum's first year teaching.
So he got his desk to the back of everybody. So I'm just clowning. I'm giving, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving him a hard time. Yeah. And it's just like, just because, you know what I'm saying, I'm feeding off the energy and like y'all laughing and he not catching me, I'm gonna keep going. I'm going. So finally, like, I don't even think he knew. I just think he guessed it's Rod. So he's like, Rod, go outside. Yeah. Go sit outside. He put a desk outside his door. He's like, go sit outside. I'll meet you at 4th block. You gonna run. Because, you know what I'm saying, he's one of our coaches. Like, first year, he's one of our coaches. So I'm like, man, dang, bro. So mind you, his desk is, he can't see nothing. So, like, his desk is just in a bad position in the classroom.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So he, in Diablo, like, I'm right by the stairway to where you can go up to the 2nd floor or go out the building. Yeah. So I put a rug, on the outside of the building door. Man, I kid you not. I just kept running back and forth. He had his blinds open. mind you, he can't see me. I just keep running back and forth past his blinds. And the whole class can see me, but he can't see me. I just keep running back and forth. I'll stand behind his door. I'll do something crazy, back and forth. But every time I run back and forth, I would run back in the building and sit down in my chair like nothing happened.
I don't know how he would make it back to the front of the door.
When he opened the door to check, like, man, what's going on out there?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting down in my desk, like,
not breathing heavy, just like he didn't even move.
What's up, coach?
Damn.
Shut the door. As soon as he shut the door, I'm back outside running back and forth.
But that's some damn.
He'll come back.
Club shit.
He'll come back out. I'll be like, "What's up, coach?" He'll be like, he'll shut the door again. I go back out and run again. I just did it for like the whole period until he finally let me back in the classroom. He was like, "Come in here, just sit down. Like, you got 20 more minutes left. Just sit down." I just sat down. I'm like,
but he didn't know you was sweating.
I wasn't sweating.
Oh,
because like
he wasn't huffing, puffing, nothing, bro.
There was not like the door from his door to like the outside of the building. Like his room was like the last room in the corner.
Yeah.
So like it took maybe 15 steps to get from point A to point B. And you got to think the windows, it's not even bigger than his desk. Like, the windows in the classroom are not that big. So I'm running back and forth and they're seeing me. Yeah. But like, I don't have to break a sweat to do this because like your building, your classroom is right here by the door. So I can run there, run back, and I can walk. I can literally, not to be mean, but Coach Dukem ain't in no hurry to get to the door.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his desk is across the door. So he has to walk across the class, then to the door.
Oh, man.
He ain't in no rush to get there anyway.
Nah.
He just trying to check and see what's going on, why y'all laughing, or what's going on behind me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like by the time he get to the door, I'm chilling.
That's a bad aesthetic. Like, why you set yourself up like that when your class is back of you? He learned, I hope, hopefully.
I don't think he ever knew. I think he probably knew just because like when we graduated, I probably told him or something like that, but I don't think he ever found out.
Damn, man. Well, I know there's some worse shit out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know it's some worse ones.
Nah, I used to. Man, listen.
Man, I know I did.
I used to do whatever to get a laugh off.
I know I did. The same thing, bro. Well, but with that being said, we'll end it. We'll end it here. But last question. If there's anything in regards to like identity, going from athlete to adulthood, growth, relationship, then heartbreak, how would you like, I guess, like tell, if you could talk to younger Rod, what would you say now? I'd be like, as far as like motivation and everything else.
If I can talk to my younger self, what motivation and advice would I give myself?
Yes.
Probably to not stop on the path don't stop on the path that I started on. Like from a kid. Like I would have probably never, you know what I'm saying, left my core. I would have probably never, you know what I'm saying, stopped progressing. I would have never I don't regret anything. Yeah. I'll start by saying I don't regret anything. Mm-hmm. But if I could give myself younger advice is don't stop on the path that you were already on. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of stuff, like I was self-motivated and I kind of got lackadaisical. I kind of started, you know what I'm saying, stalling myself. I kind of set myself back on, you know what I'm saying, progress. You know, I would tell myself you are who you think you are. Mm-hmm. And not in a cocky sense, but like everything that you set out for, you can grasp. As long as you know what I'm saying, do the things that you do to keep these things intact. You know what I'm saying? Keep on the path that you set out for before anybody knew you or knew you had what you were. You know what I'm saying? And kind of stick to that path. You know what I'm saying? Because even after everything I've been through, like I'm in the best phase of my life because of, you know what I'm saying, I finally found, you know what I'm saying, it is subject to change, but I feel like I finally found my purpose. I finally found hobbies that I like. I finally found, you know what I'm saying, things I like to do. You know what I'm saying? Once everything's taken away from you, you kind of go back to, like you said, your roots. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying, being within my roots, I kind of found stuff that's subject to me that makes me happier, you know what I'm saying, that makes, you know what I'm saying, that keeps me going and stuff like that. So I would probably say keep progressing and don't really look for outlets. Okay. You know, like go on the path that you set out for yourself and don't let anybody take you away from that.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. That being said, man, that's a show right there, bro.
I appreciate Neo Life. I appreciate you for having me.
Yes, indeed, brother.
It's been an honor.
All right, man. And with that being said, we out.